Yeah.
But, in order to do that, you got to say my name 3 times.
So today's episode, we are ranking non-scary Halloween movies. Dude, non-scary.
Non-scary. Sorry.
Don't cross the stream.
Daylight come and we won't go home. In 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch.
Truffle shuffle.
First you gotta do the truffle shuffle.
Are you a ghost too?
I'm the ghost with the most, babe.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
So welcome back to the Twerk Ethic Show. What if every week we get even bigger? Just like you should bring your drum set one week. Twerk, da 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 da.
Yeah.
Just a big trash can in there. Well, today we are doing a Mount Rushmore of non-scary Halloween movies.
Yep. Not so scary.
Now, you might ask why. Well, personally, I don't do horror films or slash films or exorcist films.
No.
No. I'm not going to sit here and pick at them or make fun of them. I'm not saying anything negative. I know so many people. I'm just saying I don't do that.
Yeah. There's too much anxiety in between jump scares.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
It's like that time
I don't do it either.
I got kicked out of a haunted house when I was younger because the guy, they're not supposed to touch you.
Right.
The guy had a chainsaw and he touched me. And so I punched him. Like I did. I'm like, dude, you're not supposed to touch. And you touched me and they kicked me out of the haunted house.
Yeah.
So kind of similar. I don't watch haunted movies because of that.
Yeah, I hear you.
So
I'm not a big horror guy,
but
right here. I've seen a couple, but not a lot.
So today we're going to do non-scary, which can be kind of eerie.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's
definitely creep factor.
Creep factor
for sure.
Doesn't have to be creep factor. It can remind you of Halloween. It's just not a horror movie,
right?
Not a slash movie, and not a demonic
or slasher. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a movie that's going to legitimately scare you.
I gotcha.
So, with that, what we do with Rushmore, we rank them, our top 4.
Mm-hmm.
We round robin, like you like to say.
Around your mom.
Around my mom. It's my mom's named Robin. He goes first. We'll do 4, 3, 2, honorable mentions, and then number 1.
Uno.
Today's Rushmore is non-scary Halloween movies.
Well, whatever. That's my not so scary scream.
I think you did a good job. I will say before we even get started,
You too. Thank you.
every one of my movies actually has a fantastic soundtrack.
Oh,
And I didn't even do that on purpose,
okay.
but they
Actually, mine do too.
they just do.
I think.
So,
Yeah.
and spoiler,
Yeah.
3 of them are from the 80s and 1 of them is from the 90s.
Mine too.
I do.
No way they can be the same.
I
though.
don't think so.
I don't think so
actually
either.
truly, I see 3 potentials,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get them all. So let's just do this thing.
Yeah. Let's just
right.
find out. Let's just shut up and find out.
Let's just and find out.
Right?
Okay, Cooley.
Yes, JT.
Happy Halloween, buddy.
You too.
Number 4, non-scary Halloween movie.
All right.
What you got?
Yeah, this is from the 80s.
Okay.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Nice.
Yeah, that was now when you're a kid, that movie is pretty creepy
Oh yeah.
for sure. But I had just recently watched it, and for the first time in a long time, and I watched it and I was like, Yeah, this is a weird movie, but it's great.
It's amazing.
Dude, Michael Keaton, hilarious.
I think this is one of Michael Keaton's. Let me ask you this.
Huh.
Are you a fan of Michael Keaton like I am?
Oh, yeah.
Like people make fun of me because I like him as Batman.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, dude,
He was awesome.
I understand what Christopher Nolan did. I get it.
Sure.
Love it.
Yeah.
Completely better
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
But dude,
But yeah,
I loved Michael
for
Keaton.
Michael Keaton being a comedy background
Yes.
and then playing a serious role like
Yes.
Batman, I was like, because at first, I mean, I just knew him as, Beetlejuice and Mr. Mom.
Yes.
Very just like, funny guy, but like very like dry sense of humor.
Yeah.
But he's hilarious. And then him to play Batman and
Yeah.
kill it.
And kill it. He killed it. Like he
Come
killed
on.
it.
Yeah.
So people always make fun of me, but I'm like, I'm not taking that one back.
Yeah.
I'm very confident in my decision that Michael Keaton was a great Batman.
Yeah.
Um,
And speaking of those two, music by Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman. Fantastic.
One of the goats, bro.
And you said dry humor,
Yeah.
but Beetlejuice was actually dry, dark
Oh, yeah.
humor.
For
Like-
sure.
Like I just remember some of the visuals of like, like when he was in the waiting room and he was sitting on the couch and like it was just a pair of legs
Yeah.
where the half had been torn off.
Right.
And then like there was
Sitting
the guy
between
with the like small head.
Yeah.
Like the size of a grape or not a grape, but like a coconut or
Yeah.
something. Well, coconut's too big. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
It's
shrunken head.
Yeah, he's shrunken head.
Mhm.
And then
He's just looking around.
yeah. And he looks at his waiting list thing and it's like 7 million and something.
Yeah.
He looks at the person beside him and he's like fourth or something like that. Yeah. It was
And they were now serving 3.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Hey, look over there. Is that Elvis? He takes his number 4 and is like, oh, looks like I'm next.
And I was trying to remember the part 2 where who's the main girl, the younger girl that
Winona Ryder.
yeah.
Super young, by the way.
When she's
like a
talking to him
teenager.
and he's like in the he's in the like 1950s lounge chair.
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. Mhm.
She goes, "So are you a ghost too?" And he goes, "I'm a ghost with the most." Or something.
Oh, yeah, when he was in the model.
What does he call her? Babe. Yeah, he's like, "I'm a ghost with the most, babe."
Are you a ghost too?
I'm the ghost with the most, babe.
Oh, yeah.
That movie's fantastic.
yeah, baby, here I come.
Oh, excellent, dude.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So good.
Okay. Number 4 for me.
Y'all.
Number 4
Let's hear it.
is a movie by Mr. Stephen Spielberg, also known as Steven Spielberg.
Stillbergy.
Yeah.
Nice.
E.T.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This one's got a little bit of that eeriness.
Yeah. Very
that-
creepy as a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
sure.
And the soundtrack is,
John Williams. Can't go wrong.
and this is one of his best, I think, especially on the bike scene when they're like the bicycle chase.
Oh, gosh.
Another part is at the end. You're going to have to help me if I do this wrong, but at the end, at the very end, he pulls out his finger and it lights up. The tip of it lights up, and he goes, "I'll be right here," or whatever.
Yeah. Da, 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 da.
Oh my gosh! You
Oh.
the soundtrack
Massive.
bulldozes you.
Massive, yeah.
Like that part always kills me because imagine that scene without that music.
Yeah.
It probably not even.
The music makes that film.
Actually, I was
epic.
going to say it might actually be lame
Yeah.
if he was just like, "I'll be right here,"
Right.
and there was nothing there.
Yeah.
what is that?
I mean,
What does the
we
kid
wouldn't be
say?
talking about it.
What does the kid say? Does he just say bye or
Yeah, something like that. Because I think he's probably freaked out by his finger lighting up. I'm just like, bye. Of course, he was crying too.
man? I need to watch that movie again because I don't remember too many
a good
parts.
one.
I will always remember that part.
Yeah.
And it's because of the what is it? The bow, bow, da, da, bow. That's the
Oh,
melody,
yeah.
dude. I'm gonna put it in here because it is so huge.
Yeah, it's
Like,
epic.
It is probably the biggest part, and it reminds me of when I landed. Remember the airplane story?
Oh yeah.
Cooley got me listening to soundtracks. Actually, you got me to listen to soundtracks. Period.
Right.
Full stop.
Yeah.
Then you got me listening to John Williams. Then you told me you should listen to soundtracks while you're flying. So I tried
Makes
it.
the flight better.
It's so great. And then I was listening to E.T. and when I landed, I can't remember the part. I always forget the part. But there's
Oh yeah, when it's the quiet part, right?
yeah.
You go, bum, 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 bum.
Yes. That's exactly what happened. It was like bum 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 bum. Wheels hit the ground. Yeah. And it's one of those things where I wanted to be
So good.
I wanted to like stand up in the airplane and go, "Did you guys see that? Did you hear that?" You know, like
Right.
I was so
Yeah.
pumped up.
Just
man.
like looking around. Nobody? No. Just me. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you actually kind of changed my world with soundtracks, man. I listen to them when I work. I listen to them like when I read sometimes. I mean,
It's just better, man.
yeah.
Makes you think.
I feel like
better
you're in a
too.
movie.
Yep.
So
That and like that whole chase scene at the end. That's all one track, by the way. If you look at the album,
yeah.
it's like 15 minutes long. And the story behind that is John Williams had made that whole ending piece or whatever. And then when they first lined it up with the movie, it didn't match up. And so John Williams was like, he's like, no, I'll go rewrite this. And Steven Spielberg was like, nope, I'm going to re-edit the movie, which never happens ever. And he was like, keep it the way it is. I'll go fix it. Dang. I was like, dude, mad respect to Steven Spielberg.
You learned it right here on the Twerk Ethic podcast.
Hey-o.
Which
Good night.
I'm going to tell you something that is very scary that can easily become non-scary.
Uh-oh.
And that is having a plumber.
Oh,
That guy is Clint with Cannon Plumbing. I almost said McCannon Plumbing.
McCannon Plumbing.
If you're scared to death in the middle of the night, something happens, you don't need to be scared anymore. Go, what was that guy that's on the Twerk Ethic show?
Yeah.
Boom, hits you like a cannon. Cannon Plumbing solves everything.
Yep. Who you going to call?
Cannon Plumbing.
Cannon Plumbing.
Nice.
Thanks, Rudy.
That was nice. Also, I love that you wore your Ghostbusters shirt.
Uh-huh.
Like, for the podcast viewers, Cooley wore his Ghostbusters shirt.
Yeah. I'm not going to say spoiler alert, but
I mean,
spoiler alert.
duh. Okay.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh.
are we at your number 3?
Yes, we are.
Okay. I want you to tell me not your number 4, number 2, number 1. I want you to tell me your number 3, 6 minus 3, 10 minus 7. Oh, no, I've
3.
gone cross.
There we go.
Do it.
Oh, no, I've gone cross-eyed.
Okay. What is your number 3 non-scary Halloween movie?
The Goondock Saints. Goonies, baby. You love the 80s.
I love the 80s.
That right smack dab in the middle of the 80s, 1985 when that came out. In Astoria, Oregon is where that was filmed. Yeah, that Goon, man, that was like the first, well, other than E.T., because E.T. came out before that. But as far as like the group sticking together throughout basically the whole movie,
Yeah.
that was the first kid adventure that I remember.
Yeah. And those are the best kind of movies.
Yeah. I mean, that's where Stranger Things got their
Rudy's in that, right?
stuff. Yeah, Rudy, Sean Astin, yeah.
Josh Brolin.
Yep.
Corey Feldman. Jeff Cohen.
Good lineup. A A lot of famous kids came out of that movie, for sure.
Do you happen to know who directed it?
Richard Donner.
Oh, okay. Who he directed?
Lethal Weapon.
No way.
Mm-hmm. The very same.
Dude, let's do a Rushmore of the top 4 lethal weapons.
I mean, we could.
Oh.
They wouldn't be in order for me.
No.
Like, number 1 wouldn't be Lethal Weapon.
So he
1.
did the Goonies, Lethal Weapon, and Superman.
God. Yeah. Superman was, I think, his first big breakout.
Dang.
I think. That was 1978.
Dang.
The year I was born.
Wow.
So, yeah, he did that. And I think that's the first time he had ever worked with just a cast of kids. And I remember him saying, he was like, oh, it was a challenge for sure. But he was like, they were great kids. They knew what they were doing. They were professional. But he was like, at times, though, you know, have a bunch of young teenagers running around. He was like, I had it up to here sometimes. But the legendary Dick Donner.
I was trying to think about that. Like, why are these kids' movies so good? And I think it's because, you know, psychologically, that is when you're the most alive.
Yeah.
You know, like,
you're
just, you're not as, you're
bright-eyed,
bushy-tailed,
ready to go.
A lot of the fear, it's not there.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
And so I think even as an adult, when you go back and watch that or Stand By Me or The Sandlot, or you still can enjoy it as an adult. You don't even have to transport to being a kid in your mind. It's just like this is like pure kid adventure.
Yeah.
You know?
And everybody knows how that felt.
Yeah.
When you were a kid, you know, it's like the big word was fearless.
Fearless.
It's like you're ready to do anything. Just like Richard Donner, tell me whatever to do. I'll do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude. Nice job on that one.
And little fun facts about that movie.
It's a fun fact, a really fun fact, a fun fact, yes it is. If it ain't fun, it's not a fact.
Oh, God.
That's amazing. Best thing is was looking at you trying to do that. You're like, oh my gosh.
All right. What's the fun
That was
fact?
amazing. I forgot now.
Goonies.
No, the kid that played Chunk.
Okay.
When he did the Truffle Shuffle.
First you gotta do the truffle shuffle. Come on! Do it! Cut it out, Mo.
He had chicken pox.
Really?
And when he lifted up his shirt and did that, he was like, he didn't tell anybody because if he said something to somebody, he's might have gotten fired. Well, that was his thinking anyway. So he's like, I didn't tell anybody, so I had chicken pox that first shot. And I was like, whoa.
Wow.
No way. And of course, Sloth is Mike Matusiak, the football player. I think he played for the Raiders.
Wow.
And Sloth wears a Raiders shirt.
That's amazing. Yeah.
In the movie,
That's
which is
awesome.
Pretty awesome. So, and another fun fact, when what's his name in the movie? Sean Astin's character.
I had it pulled up here. It is. Come on.
I know it.
Come on, Mikey.
When he was on the front porch and just kind of reminiscing, you know, because they were going to sell the house basically. And when he turns and looks out at the neighborhood, by the way, gorgeous view.
Yeah.
And that house was on sale about a year ago. By the way, who knows how much that went for. But anyway, you can see one of the neighbors has an RV in their driveway. And that was Richard Donner's RV. He
Wow.
stayed in that.
That's awesome.
During the shooting of the movie.
That's pretty cool.
And inside before going to a soundstage or anything, inside of that house was the actual house in Astoria.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Those are fun facts.
Very fun.
Very fun. Okay. Goonies. Good one, man.
I love it.
Number 3.
Music's great too.
For me.
Yeah.
I have to say, my number 3 and my number 2, I watched all the time because I owned the VHS.
Okay.
Number 3 is my only one from the 90s.
Okay.
Bill Pullman and Christina Ricci.
Casper. Oh yeah, dude.
You talking about
I haven't seen that one in a while.
another great soundtrack.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was absolutely good.
Who did that one?
That's a great question. Let's see. Casper
Mozart?
soundtrack. James Horner.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Dude, this is a good movie.
Titanic guy.
This is a good movie.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's got a good cast. But Bill Pullman has the best scream of all time.
Oh.
When he meets Casper, and Casper's like, he's Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Right.
So he says, pleased to meet you, sir. He's like super kind.
Yeah.
And Bill's, I'll pull up here in a second. It's the best scream ever. Like, I just can't. And I just like, I loved, there's like a little bit of a romance in there. It's pretty cool. But I loved, like all the plays that they did with Ghost. Like they would always, be very on the nose. So like they would eat their meals.
Yeah.
And as they were eating, the food would just drop to the ground because they're ghosts,
Nice.
And
yeah.
Like I don't know. And then like the sun would come out and they go, "Oh, I'm melting." It's just. It was a fun movie. It's like fun.
It was fun.
Feel good.
I remember it being a good movie.
It's let's see if I can find the Bill Pullman scream Casper.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Isn't that great?
Wow.
That's like the best.
I forgot about that.
It's like the best scream.
That's a good one, scream. That's a good scream.
Yeah, it's like almost like the Home Alone thing.
Oh yeah, dude.
Really no need to spend any more time. I mean, I had a crush on her when I was little.
Oh yeah,
because I had the Casper VHS and I would watch it all the time.
Yep.
So there you go.
That's a good one.
That's a great one. All right.
Good pull, man.
Good Bill Pullman.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Now we go to a number 2.
Oh,
Cooley. Go ahead and do it. The
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Beautiful. That was Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
I always get him and Dr. Seuss like a little bit mixed up.
Oh, really?
Because they're both kind of,
they're both out there.
They're strange and there's like
for sure.
Anyway,
yeah. This was fully claymation back in the day.
Unbelievable.
When you watch the movie, every minute of the movie took a week to make.
Wow.
So
every what?
Every minute of the movie took a week in real time to make.
That's insane.
So, and then Danny Elfman did all the singing, all the composing, obviously, all the songs.
Dude's
top
amazing.
notch soundtrack.
He's amazing.
Yeah. So good. And they had somebody else come in and do the speaking for Jack. And Danny did all the singing for Jack.
Yeah.
And I can't remember his name, but he played Prince Humperdinck in Princess Bride. That's Jack from
Nice.
That's his voice anyway.
That's awesome.
So
well, now I know. Now I know we both have the same number 1.
Oh yeah.
You don't know, but now I know.
Oh, now you know.
That's
all
a good one though, man. I haven't watched it a lot in my life, but I have seen it.
Yeah.
And you said your mom liked it.
Yeah, Mom liked it last year. Yeah, she saw it for the first time last year, and I was like, which is surprising, because like movies like that, she's like, whatever. So after the movie, I was like, well, what'd you think? She's like, I like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, kind of caught me off guard. So might do it again.
That's
Halloween
awesome,
tradition,
man.
you know?
Yeah. I actually,
I watched it on Halloween night.
As we're talking about this, never been a Halloween guy, and it's because I don't like the scary stuff.
Sure.
And again, I'm
not a
sure
big
there are
scary
people
guy.
listening right now being like, you pansy. I'm not a pansy.
Yeah, say it.
But
I dare you.
Here's the thing. It's what I tell Sarah Carter all the time. I'm like, and she doesn't like horror movies either. But
Right.
like, if someone breaks in, who's fighting? Are you fighting? No, I'm fighting.
Yeah.
Therefore, I don't like to like reenact this anxiety, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm not a runner,
Yeah.
and I don't want to be in that. It just makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Anyway, now that we're
Too
doing
much anxiety. For
now that
me.
we're doing this non-scary stuff, I'm like, it would actually be cool for me and Sarah Carter to like watch one of these every night leading up to Halloween.
Oh, for sure.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering, like, we record these a week ahead of time. So
Yeah. You still have time.
I still have time. It's not like I have to do this tonight.
You have 7 hours until midnight.
I probably need to move on to number 2 just so we have time. But was there anything that you didn't say on that one?
Just it was a masterpiece. And I saw it in the theaters when I was, it came out when I was 15 years old. So
The fact that it took, you said a 1 minute took a week?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. So the movie's 116 minutes, I think. So took a while.
That makes me.
So it took 2 years to make that movie, basically.
That makes me want to watch it just
Crazy.
because knowing someone put that much into it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
My number 2, you have to say it 3 times.
But, in order to do that, you got to say my name 3 times.
Oh, nice.
Beetlejuice.
Your name's Beetlejuice?
Where do I start with this movie, dude? I'm
good
so
one.
glad it's on your list.
Yeah.
Another one that I had on VHS and I watched all the time because I've always had, even as a kid, I've always had a good sense of humor and kind of dark. And like one of my favorite parts of the movie is when Winona is like levitating above the couch and it's the shake,
Oh, yeah.
Sonora.
Yeah.
Shake, da.
Which
Okay, I believe you. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Which me and your pal or our pal Whitney used to dance to on the
Yes.
video game.
Yes.
Just Dance or
Yes.
something like that.
Yeah. It was
And always get better score than her. Every time, bro.
I loved that part. It was just so stupid.
Yeah.
But-
Well, that music is great.
The music's
Harry
great.
Belafonte.
Yeah.
He was all over that thing.
And another song that I used to love was you maybe you remember this part. I just remember them being around a table, and it's it's the chick from Home Alone, the mom.
Yeah.
Catherine
O'Hara.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
And the principal from Ferris Bueller.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They're both around the table.
Yeah.
And they start getting.
He plays her husband, right?
They start getting possessed. What do they get possessed at? I can't remember.
What?
Anyway, they get possessed, and she goes,
Oh yeah.
Daylight come in, me wanna, and they start like dancing
Oh,
and
yeah.
whatever.
All night on a drink of rum.
And then at the end, the thing comes out of the table and just kills them or whatever. But like that,
The shrimp.
as a kid, I just like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I loved it, dude.
That was
And
a
then-
cool song.
A beautiful bunch, a ripe banana.
Come and we won't go home. In 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch.
Beetlejuice.
Songs about bananas.
I also wrote down, I mean, he like requoted stuff. It's showtime.
Oh yeah.
And go ahead, make my millennium.
Yes.
Just a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Another Tim Burton.
We might as well just, we'll do our honorables and then we'll probably just say our number 1 together. So, all right. Rock, paper, scissors for our honorables. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Let's see. Yeah. Honorables. E.T., as you alluded to earlier. Teen Wolf. Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yes.
Young Frankenstein. Casper. Little Shop of Horrors. Never Ending Story. Jaws. And then last one I have on here is Maximum Overdrive.
Nice.
Stephen King.
Nice.
Actually, the only movie Stephen King ever directed
Really?
was Maximum Overdrive.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
He wrote for a ton, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was the only one he directed.
Okay. So I have quite a few. I'll go through them fast. We'll start with the worst movie I've ever seen.
Oh,
It's not on my honorables. People will probably say something, and I just want to say it is horrible. And that is Halloween Town.
Oh, okay. I've never seen those.
Sarah Carter likes to watch it, but it sucks.
Is that a movie or a series?
It's a movie.
Oh, okay.
And there's a million of them, though.
Oh, okay. I got
Yeah.
you. That's why.
They have spinoffs. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen them.
I did not enjoy
Halloween
it.
Town. Is that a
It's
Disney thing?
Really? Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
It's just really bad. Another one that I don't love, but I'm putting on my honorables as it's definitely one of the top non-scary movies is Hocus Pocus.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the OG.
Yeah. Now we'll get into the ones that I actually do like and they are truly
and you watch.
honorable. Yeah. Bewitched, Knives Out, Harry Potter, Matilda, Zombieland, not the series, the movie, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh,
Willy Wonka, The Addams Family. I put Ernest Scared Stupid.
nice.
Shaun of the Dead. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Oh, nice.
So, and that'll
Classic.
do it. That'll do it. All right.
Vince
So,
Guaraldi, baby.
what we're going to do, we're going to drum solo, and then we'll do 3, 2, 1, say it. So, without any further ado, our number one non-scary Halloween movie is 3, 2, 1. Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Ghostbusters, what do you want? Is that the receptionist?
Yeah. Janine.
Quit better jobs than this. Ghostbusters, what do you want?
All right. This chick is toast.
In your neighborhood.
This chick is toast. Oh my gosh, dude. Without question,
This movie-
This is the non-scary Halloween movie.
So good.
And it's just a great movie.
Yep.
I'll get this out of the way.
Okay.
The remake, terrible. The one with the girls,
Oh, yeah.
like,
Melissa McCarthy.
oh my
and
gosh,
all the,
that movie was
Yeah, I didn't do it justice.
that was bad.
The new one with the kids was
I didn't see that one.
pretty good.
I didn't see that one.
You'd like that one.
Okay.
There's a lot of callbacks
Oh,
to
okay.
that one, too.
Cool.
So,
Yeah,
really good.
obviously love this one had a lot of catchphrases too.
A lot of, yep.
like
Good humor.
obviously I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Who you gonna call?
who you gonna call? Yeah, that's a big one.
Big time.
One of the ones that's a little bit more I've heard it a lot, but it's not as mainstream as Don't Cross the Streams.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Which
Egon.
Well, it's he I looked this up before just to make sure that I remembered it right, but it was like, don't cross the streams. And he was like, why? He's like, well, if you did, it would be bad. He's like, I'm having a hard time with good versus bad. He's like, what is bad? And then he goes into this like, the world is ending. And then Aykroyd goes, oh, total protonic reversal.
Don't cross the streams. Why? It would be bad. Try to imagine all life as you know it stopping instantaneously and every molecule in your body exploding at the speed of light.
Total protonic reversal.
So good, man.
Each one of us has a nuclear accelerator on his back. We haven't even tested it yet.
Obviously, I said this earlier, but we bust in the door. We saw, or we came, we saw, we kicked his.
Yep. Ad lib part right there,
That's amazing.
which is pretty great.
Also loved his dry, sarcastic sense of humor.
gosh.
Like in the library where the books are stacked.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, no human being could ever do this. It's so good. Dude.
Funny thing about that part is when they go in the New York library and he's like, oh, and he slams a book when Egon had that thing. I've been in that library. It is amazingly beautiful. The architecture is absolutely nonstop.
Yeah.
It's second to none. But the thing is, though, they're in the New York library upstairs, but when they go downstairs, that's the LA Public Library.
Okay.
So not many people know that.
You learned it here on the Twerk
It's pretty cool.
show. Or you learned it elsewhere and you're a smart person.
Yeah. And the music, amazing.
Fantastic.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum,
Yeah. Yep.
So good. Sigourney Weaver,
Mm-hmm.
amazing. Lewis,
Mm-hmm.
Rick Moranis,
Yeah.
so funny.
He's one of my... Rick Moranis as a presence
Yeah.
is extreme nostalgia.
Yep.
for
Oh,
me.
absolutely.
Like,
For sure.
every time I see him, I'm a kid again.
Yep.
You know? That's great.
Oh, Danny, you coming over to the party? Oh, we got some, nutritious snacks, but you already know that. Yeah, I know that.
I'll take a rain check on that. I always have plenty of low sodium mineral water and other nutritious foods in the house, but you already know that.
Yeah, I know that.
Well,
He gets locked out of his apartment every time.
I wanted to surprise you with this because I thought it was funny.
Okay.
You just renamed ChatGPT to Chad.
I did, for short. Chad.
Chad is so smart. Chad wrote a Dr. Seuss poem. Speaking of Dr. Seuss, about the Twerk Ethics show.
Oh.
I really had Chad GPT,
Yeah.
write a poem. So I'm gonna play a song and I'm gonna read this poem. All right.
Okay.
This is you reacting to it blindly. Let's see if I can. Here we go. In the land of YouTube, lively and grand, there's a show that's the best in all of the land. It's the Twerk Ethics Show, so lively and neat, where JT and Cooley just can't be beat. With humor and wit, they light up the stage. Their episodes are fun no matter your age. JT with his quips and Cooley's cool flair. There's a dynamic duo beyond compare. They'll make you laugh and sometimes think deep. Their content's so good it'll make you leap. From sketches to music, reactions, and more, every episode's a treat, never a bore. So if you're feeling down or just need a chuckle, tune into their show and let your troubles buckle. For in the world of comedy, they're the top pick, all thanks to the magic of the Twerk Ethic. Yeah!
That's awesome. Thanks, Chad.
We haven't lived until we had a Dr. Seuss
Right?
poem.
Yeah. That should be under our mission statement.
So let me tell you how this, we'll get out of here, but let me just tell you how this happened. So Sarah Carter texts me. She's like, hey, we're having a Dr. Seuss theme party at her work. And blah, blah, blah. And she just texted me. She's like, hey, do you think ChatGPT could make a poem about the pediatric whatever? And I was like, yeah. So I wrote it and I sent it back. Then I was like, I went back and I was like, what about for the Twerk Ethics show?
Yeah.
So I wrote that.
Nice.
And I found this music or whatever. And I was like, that's kind of awesome.
That is very awesome.
And it's yeah. Chad
Makes you feel good.
Chad is very smart.
Yeah, he is. Thanks, Chad. You're the best.
We appreciate it.
All right.
Well, happy Halloween, everyone.
Yep.
We hope you eat a lot of candy and don't get sick.
And don't get, slashed or whatever.
Yeah. And hey, if you like horror movies and slash movies, dude, do it up.
Yeah. Because there's a couple I do like.
Yeah.
Like Halloween. Love Halloween.
I think that's a little different. I just don't like the.
It's a
I just don't
slasher.
want to watch like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Or like The Exorcist.
No.
Like
Never.
I don't want to. But I feel you. Like the old Jason stuff. Like that's different.
Yeah.
You know?
It was more psychological because you didn't see anything.
Yeah.
And I hear Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like the original one, like you never see him use the chainsaw like on people.
Oh.
It falls on his leg one time, and that's the only time they use the
Just
chainsaw.
like the same concept as Jaws.
Yeah, it's all
all in your head.
Mind freak,
Yep.
if you will.
Well, we got to get on out of here.
Yep.
But
Got other stuff to do.
got other stuff to do. Y'all be good. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. All right. All right. We sure appreciate y'all.
It's the Twerk Ethics Show. It's the Twerk